here we have an example from the Midpoint Formula Advanced exercises. And we're going to go over this in class. So I'll help you get this set up and see if you can take it from there. But we will talk about this in class. So we know that point P bisects a line segment AB. So bisects means it's going to cut it into two equal pieces, okay? Which means that point P is the midpoint. And so I'm going to draw myself a picture here. And so I've got point A here, and I've got point B here, and then I have some point P here. And this tells me, since it bisects it, it tells me that the measure of AP, okay, so whatever this distance is equal to the measure of PB, okay? So it tells me point B bisects it, or it's the midpoint, okay? And so now we know that the midpoint is given by the formula. Our x-coordinate is the average of our x values, okay? So that's going to be the x-coordinate of our midpoint. And the y-coordinate is the average of our y values. So y1 plus y2 divided by 2, okay? And that's going to give us the midpoint. So we have coordinates for all these, even though we don't know what the exact values are because we don't know what A is. But let's go ahead and write these out. So A is the point 3. That's the x value, and the y value is -3/2 A. Okay, so those are our coordinates there. Sorry, that's P. That's the value of P. So P has those coordinates, so x value of 3 and -3/2. A is the y value. A has an x value of -4 minus A over 2, and its y value is -2A. And then point B is the x value is 20 plus 3A, and the y value is -A. Okay, so now we need to find out what that value of A is. So what we can do, and we can work with either coordinate, okay? We can work, in this case, we can work with the x-coordinate or the y-coordinate. But let's consider this. I'm going to pick the x-coordinate because I know that this is an actual number, right? And so that's going to make it easy. If I know the x value of my midpoint is the average of my x value, so x1 plus x2 divided by 2, then all I need to do is consider that this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So my x value here of my midpoint is going to be, let's do this, let's say -4 minus A over 2, okay, that's x1 plus x2, which is 20 plus 3A over 2. And I know that has to be equal to 3, okay? So this is equal to the x value of my midpoint. And so now I can solve this equation, okay? And I should come up with the value of A. Now, I should be able to work with y, the y coordinate as well, and solve that for a as well. So you can use either one. I chose x just because it gave me an integer value for a, but you can find it using either value. So see if you can solve that, okay? See if you can maybe set up the equation using the y coordinate and see if you can solve that, but we'll go over this in class tomorrow.